Hey, you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy that you found your way here. Let's dive into your message for what's going on for you right now, the message that you need to hear, and what's coming up for you. So let's have a look. And I'm starting off with the Animal Spherical Oracle to have a look at what your baseline is and how you're showing up, okay? And basically who I'm reading for. So we've got, as the overall energies, we've got the Nightingale and the Spider. Okay, wow. All right, and the next one. Okay. All right, so we've got the Nightingale and the Spider. So you're coming across as, being really with a Nightingale here. You're coming across as being super. Some of you are very cute, like you're pretty, you're cute. You come across as being kind of the girl next door, that kind of vibe. You've got these vibes of kind of like best friends, but also someone that's easy to chill with, hang with, that kind of thing. And I don't feel with the Nightingale, because the Nightingale is a very, when it compared to their talents, it's a very toned down looking energy, right? So I don't feel that you're that much into makeup or things like that. You'd probably just be easy, flowy, slightly bohemian, that kind of thing going on. And it feels like you have a serious talent, and either you're a singer, you're an artist, you're a creative. It could be that you model on the side, because you've got this kind of chameleon-esque look where it can adapt to pretty much anything. But it feels as if you're still holding back with your talent. And when I look like what's actually driving you, so what's behind this Nightingale, and what's your actual true intention that's driving you and causing you to show up in this Nightingale energy, where you're not really showcasing fully who you are. You're not really putting yourself fully out there yet. You're focusing on possibly developing your skill, developing your style. You're focusing on the work representing you rather than you representing you, if that makes any sense. So it's almost like the Nightingale focuses like on its song, and through that, because it wants to really represent the song, it develops its voice as a tool, which turns into this most magnificent thing, but it doesn't really focus on itself. And so you're the same way. You focus a lot on your work, I'm feeling, and you focus how you show up in your work. You focus on your talents, possibly, but in a sense of how can it serve others, but you're not really extremely focused on you, right? So behind that, I want to say is multiple things. So the Spider can represent so many things. On the one hand, there is a controlling mom figure or controlling maternal figure. So you tend to move into situations that get you kind of stuck, right? So there may be also a contract or an agreement that has you stuck, that can't allow you to move in certain ways. It could also be that you are also expanding your network, like you're looking to expand your network to broaden your connections in order to broaden your abilities, right? It's almost as if I've got this talent and I want to put it out there, but I want people to focus on my talent, but not on me. So I'm not going to invest too much into myself. I'm used to being manipulated and used, so that's what I'm expecting when I go out there. So I bring up these defenses. I'm also unwilling to let go of people and things, so I kind of tend to hold on to it. Then there's the mother figure that's floating in the background that I'm picking up, and at the same time trying to expand my network and to expand my connections, expand into the world around me, and hopefully through those connections I can make something of this, right? So what are you supposed to be developing into? And let's have a look. That is, oh, So these two came up together, and I'm just keeping them together here. On the outside, it's almost like we're going to reverse this. On the outside, you're meant to show up as a teacher, as a leader, as a cobra. By the way, you can also be very tall and slim. That's another thing. But you're meant to show up as this cobra teacher, charismatic, attractive, mysterious almost being, like not giving too much of yourself, not showing too much of yourself. So it feels like you're not showing too much of yourself. There's also something very sexually attractive and very sexual explosive in this energy with the cobra. So it could be that you're very attractive to the opposite, to other people, let's put it that way. And there's something really magnetic and charismatic and yeah, magnetic about you. So what you're supposed to be developing into is from the spider into the fawn and the gazelle as your underlying motivations. And that is, these two are so similar. I'm not surprised they came in together. And one is fire and the other is earth energy. So this really feels, for some reason, I'm thinking Vedic astrology. And is it Shatabisha? No, it's Mrigashira, and represents the deer and is ruled by Mars and promotes qualities like assertiveness, exploration, intellectual curiosity. And that's what you're supposed to be developing. So you're supposed to be moving from this spider of desiring to have into moving into desiring to experience, explore, express yourself, being curious about what else is out there. So it feels like you're holding yourself back and you're keeping yourself very limited, very locked into a certain space, but you're not fully exploring the world or your world even, or everything that you're able and capable of doing. You're holding yourself back. So you're meant to show up also as a teacher and a guide with a cobra. And for that, you need to move out from a space of assertiveness, exploration, curiosity, and not from a space of I need to own, possess, have, and hold on to. So the cards underneath are showing the fears that operate behind us and that actually motivate us, that actually motivate our actions or perceptions. And so in this unreflected way over here, where you're in your current state, or used to be current state, it's showing that this is your fear, the spider, right? As I explained prior, all of that. And over here, you've moved away from fear and you're allowing your light to shine with the deer. So that is fueling you. And then you show up as this teacher, this wise master, this guru, this charismatic, very attractive, very magnetic person. Okay. So let's see. Some of you are going through inconsistent relationships right now. It feels like your relationship is up and down, and you're not quite sure if you want to commit to this even, or if this person is committed to you. This person, for some reason, is kind of hesitating, sitting on the fence, and it's not even grass is greener, but they seem to be constantly pulled away by other things, other interests, other time investments. And it just feels like you're left to your own devices, but you're not completely, it's not a bad thing for you necessarily. Like you're so used to doing your own thing, but it does feel as if it's kind of weird because other people would see you as so valuable and so gorge, but the circles that you move in, you feel like you're average. Um, and it doesn't help that your self-confidence doesn't feel like it's where it should be because you're still working it out. You're still working out who you are, what your talent is, how you're going to bring it across. So let's get a little bit more of who you are and how you're showing up, please. Who is this person and how they're showing up currently? And so, yeah, you've got great visions. You're looking out into the future and you've got great visions. You know that you can achieve something. You know that if you put your effort in, if you put the energy into something, you can achieve it, you can reach it. And you're fully, actually, you're pretty positive. You're very optimistic and you're expecting something to come back for you. You're also used to winning. There's this energy that you're used to getting what you want, but again, the circles that you move in for some reason, you still feel like this is normal. This is average. This is basic. This is exactly what I should be getting. And so how you see yourself is you're still building on yourself. This is the three of coins. So you're still building, you're still working on yourself, you're still creating, you're still trying to get things together. And this is interesting because it's very balanced how you position yourself and how you show yourself and how you truly are. Both of these cards are three, right? So you show up on the outer currently the way you actually feel about yourself on the inner. Now, how only others see you is the Ace of Swords. They see you as being very sharp, very intellectually capable, and someone who's very decisive or capable of making good decisions for themselves, someone who also follows their inspiration, who has ideas and tries to recreate them. And how spirit sees you is the Seven of Swords. There's some kind of deception that is going on here where you're either trying to deceive yourself about something or you're deceived, you have deceived yourself about something. So probably how, fantastic you are. You're not allowing yourself to really tap into that. Now, I'm also getting the feeling that you may be surrounded by a very artsy community. And even though everybody's very on the surface supportive of each other, underneath there's a lot of competition and mean girlery and backstabbiness. So that's another reason you kind of tend to lay kind of low, take things easy, take things chill, and you don't expect much from others. Yeah, that's also coming up. Not quite sure where you're working, but it feels very competitive, a competitive environment for sure. So let's see what's coming up for you and how you're going to make the bridge between letting yourself be moved by the spider into being moved by the deer. So the overall energy that you find yourself in currently is you don't know how it's going to continue. You may be stuck in a feeling of, I need a lot more money than this, or a lot more success than this. This is the Ten of Swords over here. So you've really come to your wit's end. You've lost your energy and you've got the Ten of Coins. And this has to do with ancestors, has to do with money, inheritance. So it could be that you lost an inheritance so that you gained an inheritance, but then you somehow had to spend it or lost it, or there are headaches connected with this inheritance. But there's also the feeling of inherited something from the family line, which you are working through. But also there may be headaches around large sums of money. Okay. Um, Also breaking your head, literally trying to find solutions to making or creating large sums of money, to making it big, to becoming successful, to reaching that pinnacle of your capabilities and career. What you're going through now is sort of a dark night of the soul. This is the moon, and this represents Jacob's dream at Bethel. Now, Jacob's dream at Bethel is an interesting story. And this moment of Jacob's dream at Bethel is an incredibly powerful moment in in the Bible. It's quite a profound story. What happens is Jacob and Esau, these unequal brothers, and Jacob and Esau represent a little bit more than unequal brothers. They also represent timelines or energies. They represent a technological society and an agricultural society, that kind of thing. So the comparisons go like really, really, really deep, but I'm going to keep it surface for this. But it's interesting that this card pops up. It does represent anxiety, worries, and fear to an extent, because Jacob was running away from his brother Esau. I'll look it up. And he was praying that if God will be with me and watch over me on this journey I am taking, and will give me food to eat and clothes to wear so that I return safely to my father's household, then the Lord will be my God, and this stone that I have set up as a pillar will be God's house, and all that you will give me, I will give you a tenth. So there's a bargain or a deal kind of that was struck here between Jacob and God did reply. And I don't think God needed to enter in with Jacob's deal, but that was the intention anyways, that Jacob was exactly where he was at that time. But God then promises three things to Jacob and sends him this dream of a ladder reaching from earth to heaven and all the angels going up and down it, plus a temple at the top and all kinds of things. But God promised him land when he was penniless. He promised Jacob descendants when he had nobody in his corner. And he promised to be with Jacob when he had no security. And so Jacob fulfilled his end of the bargain and built an altar there. Now, what's also interesting, a side note to this, is that this stone where Jacob had his dream is said, according to legend and lore, to have been brought back to Great Britain. Yes, and it is actually called the Stone of Scone, or the real Stone of Destiny, and it is held under lock and key, but a replica is always utilized in coronation ceremonies of British monarchs. So powerful, powerful, powerful story. And this is showing up for you, dear one, that is watching this, as the place that you are at. So this is literally a crossroads. This is a crossroads that you are at, where you're asking yourself, or you need to figure out, whom do I serve? What am I serving? Right? Am I living for my past or living for my future? Am I living for gain or am I living for pain? Am I living to grow or am I living, like, whom do I serve? And this is a deep, personal, internal question that only you can answer. Only you can figure out whom you're actually serving through your actions, your thoughts, your perceptions, your decisions, your lifestyle choices, all of that. But this indicates a fear, and at the same time, it's holding the antidote to that fear, which is a promise from God that I've got you. I've got you. So some of you have been praying a lot, and we see that here with the Nine of Wands. You've been enduring and praying and holding out and feeling like you're being tested, feeling like you constantly have to reaffirm yourself, or you have to prove yourself over and over and over again. It feels like you, in some way, shape, or form, subject yourself to constant criticism. This could be like going on calls or um, scouting calls. What am I hearing? It feels like there's something around modeling, something about, or acting, or putting your resume out there, or applying for jobs, that kind of energy where you're constantly going out there and strangers evaluate you and make you feel a certain way about yourself. So you are constantly having to defend yourself against this judgment. And it feels like you're also praying and saying, just give me a chance here. Just give me one moment to prove myself, instead of having to prove myself over and over and over again. We have here as what's going to happen next is the Ace of Cups. So this feels like you are going to receive some kind of an offer. You're going to receive some kind of an offer that's going to make you feel emotionally fulfilled. Some of you may also be, you may be getting engaged. You may be signing a contract for a new home, or a lease for a new apartment or a house, or things of that nature. But it does feel like something is coming into stability for you with the Ace of Cups. some kind of a gift coming your way, some kind of an offer coming your way that is very, very, very beneficial to you, uplifting to you, supportive of you, you feeling also emotionally whole again, emotionally good about yourself again. There's some kind of an emotional healing or emotional full circle, working on your own self-esteem, self-confidence, self-value, taking care of yourself. This may also be a time where you're going and getting spa treatments done, or you're taking care of yourself in some way, shape, or form. And the outcome is the Hermit. And this kind of reminds me of the initial part where I felt like this also has to do with a relationship, that someone finds you very attractive and is really attracted to you, but at the same time, they're hesitant to truly 100% commit to you. Maybe because they feel like you're not 100%, or you wouldn't be happy with what they have to offer. There's this question of, is what they're offering enough? And you're like, I don't know, I don't know what I want. I don't know if I'd be happy with that. There's this feeling of indecision and indecisiveness, and you just wanting things to flow in a certain way that takes the decision a little bit away from you, right? So it really feels as if you're just waiting to see where things go. You're just waiting to see how things pan out. And this may be a new relationship for you. It may be a situationship for you where you're like, I truly am not that invested, but I'm getting something out of it. Companionship or other things, not quite sure. But it really feels as if you're, yeah, you're not quite, you're very iffy about this connection, and it feels a very flowy vibe between the two of you. Like it's not really fully committed, if you know what I mean. So the advice for you is the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is a very contemplative card, and it kind of like asks you to sit and figure out, what do you want? What do you want? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to show up as? What do you want to experience? Who do you want to connect with? What do you want from this life? And who do you need to be to get that? And it feels as if once you've done that, you're going to stop. You're not going to move out of the spider anymore, just casting a wide web and net, and whatever sticks, sticks, and you'll make do with that. But you're actually going to move into this Mrigashira energy, and please look that up. I don't know why that's coming up. Some of you may have that in your chart. I don't know. But where it's a very it's more focused, it's more driven, it's more decisive. It's more of a decision rather than, oh, this is what fell into my trap, so I'll just make do with it. It's really, no, this is what I want, and I'm going to move into that direction. And being more open. There's a little bit of a manipulative side to you right now, which is coming out of insecurities. Okay. And once you make that decision, this is what I want, and this is what I want to have, the insecurities melt away and you become more your authentic self. And that's going to open you up to a whole new, a different way of seeing things, perceiving things, going about things, experiencing things. So it feels as if, let me have a look at this person that is kind of connected to you, kind of not. And what's going on there? What's with this person? And again, something up with your mother. So that's the first card that I'm going to pull out. Yeah, it feels like you were very close to your mom, very, very close to your mom. We see here all the women in the room together. You may even have a sister or your mother connected to some other female. This can also be the maternal lineage, that something is coming down the maternal line, that you learn something from your mother, possibly a trade or a job, or that your work or line of talent or gift is somehow connected to her. But when it comes to your relationship, Let's see here. A relationship. What's going on? Yeah, it feels like you're still on the lookout for someone who really rocks your world, you know? Whatever's going on here is not really, it's very meh for you. It's very blasé. And you really want your foundations crumbled. You want that romance. You want that being swept away. And there's still a prayer within you. This is the Six of Swords. You're ready to move on, yeah? You're ready to move on. You're ready to go on this journey to meeting your true soul mate, to reading meeting that person that you're truly meant to be connected with. And you just feel that this person is a leader, this person is a decision maker, this person is passionate in what they do or how they show up, and that person is there for you. That person is in existence, yeah? But I don't feel you're with them yet. And it could be that you're moving out, or I'm feeling or picking up intuitively that there's such a broken past with the relationships that you've had, that you might be on a journey right now with your past. You might be on a journey right now of finding yourself. And this may be your older self taking your younger self by the hand and saying, hey, it's okay. We're allowed to evolve, we're allowed to grow, we're allowed to develop. And through this evolution, this personal development that you're making and that you're doing, you do run cross paths with this person. You do cross paths with this king. This is a king. This is someone who's fully in their own energy, who's aware of what they want and what they desire. There may be an age gap between you and this person, but this is a king energy, and they are fully aware of, they see you. And it's not just, oh, she's beautiful, or this person is beautiful, but they literally see everything about you and value that. It's not just how you show up or how you present yourself outwardly. It's literally you. They see the jewel in you. So they like how you make decisions. They appreciate that. And they're fully aware of what they need in their life to make them successful. And it feels as if they see you for that. So there's a deep disappointment in the past. And I also feel that there's an energy of disappointment that's coming down, like I said, the maternal line when it comes to relationships and connections, that's making it really hard for you to truly open up to the possibility that this might work for you, even though it didn't work for past generations. And you're also hoping that someone finds you, you don't have to find them, that kind of thing. So it feels as if this is going to work out for you. This is really going to work out for you because you're doing the work. And the main shift that needs to occur is to move away from your fear basis and to realize that you are supported from spirit, that you're not by yourself, that you're not alone, that you can get things done, and to move away from this casting a wide net, manipulating, whatever sticks goes. You kind of work with what you get, hiding your lights, dimming your lights, hoping that people just focus on the work that you offer or do, but not on you. And moving into this dear energy of, yeah, being really super focused, hyper focused on what it is that you want, and leaving everything out that you don't want. So the deer doesn't eat everything, for example. It doesn't spin a wide net and wait for what cat. It really targets what it wants and only focuses on that. So that's what you need to do, is really focus on what you want and stick to that and push everything else out. And you're going to start showing up in a different way. You're going to move away from this nightingale, which is singing a sweet song, but nobody knows where it's coming from in the forest. And everybody's searching for what it, what's actually giving off these tones, to a very clear and present awareness, a sharp awareness energy. Okay. So that's what I got for you guys. And it does feel as if this would also go with some kind of a job change or career change. So whatever you're doing now, you're not going to be doing it in this capacity once these changes occur. but it will either expand, like you're not going to stop working, but it'll expand into something else. New opportunities arise for you, rise up to a different level of working, of doing things and moving from there. Okay, let me know in the comments below how this resonated with you, and I'd love to hear from you guys. And check out the description box for everything else. Take care. Bye.